For the most part, modern self-defense methods are like a mixed bag in which techniques from various martial arts are blended and put together. Generally, self-defense seminars and books put forward a repertoire of foolproof techniques that, in theory, will enable us to protect ourselves in the most awkward situations, provided that we practice over and over the prescribed movements until they become automatic. So it is commonly thought that self-defense is first of all an intellectual knowledge, something that, once memorized, works automatically by itself. This would explain why most people think about self-defense as a series of simple tricks you can learn with a teacher or a book. It is the myth of the secret techniques, vital points, and the inner energy. It is highly symptomatic to hear that somebody knows self-defense, knows Kung Fu, or knows Karate, like the one who knows geography or French. However, we don't say that someone knows athletics or boxing or gymnastics. We say that that person practices athletics or boxing or gymnastics. The ability to defend ourselves can only be achieved by improving certain capabilities we all have. And in order to do that, it is essential to have a clear objective and the proper training method to reach our goal. If we stop improving ourselves, in other words, if we stop training, the obtained results so far will fade away. The ideal self-defense method must develop a suitable physical conditioning, a strategy, a correct psychological attitude. A good method should require normal physical conditions, not too distant from the average person. Therefore, systems based on strength, speed, toughness, or flexibility, or methods demanding hard training sessions should be laid aside. Strategy and a right psychological attitude are the main aspects to be considered in self-defense. Strategy must be simple and at the same time universal, it is to say, valid for any occasion. A correct psychological attitude enables the practitioner to overcome fear, or rather, to act in spite of fear. Now, the aim of practicing self-defense is not to defeat the opponent, or knock him out, or immobilize him, or prove to be superior to him. The real purpose of self-defense is that of preserving the person's physical well-being. So trying to avoid trouble or running away are actually the best two options we have in front of danger. Only when there's no choice should we carry out actions that make it possible for us to nullify the aggressor or facilitate our getaway. For a self-defense method to be useful, it must primarily pose these four questions. Which is the most suitable mental attitude to overcome an aggression? What strategy can enable me to stand up to somebody stronger than me or to several opponents? What if they carry weapons? Which is my physical condition and how can I improve it without excess time or great strain? What am I actually pursuing? To become a champion? To get strong? To be able to protect myself in any situation? To develop self-confidence? The answer to these questions will give us the structure of any method we might consider. In this way, it's not difficult to see that the collection of techniques which are usually presented in seminars and books hardly fit any logical methodology. The Wing Tsun system simply applies 5 basic strategical principles that empower the practitioner to react intelligently even if he is panic-stricken. 1. Go to meet your enemy protecting your body's vital points with your arms and your legs. And if the way is free, attack continuously. 2. If the way is obstructed, stick to your opponent. 3. Use your sensitivity, and if your opponent is stronger, yield. 4. If your opponent shrinks back, go after him. 5. If you feel a strength void in your opponent, attack through it. 1. Go to meet your enemy protecting your body's vital points with your arms and your legs. This is what we refer to in Wing Tsun as the universal solution. And if the way is free, attack continuously. The first concept in Wing Tsun is advancing without being hit. In order to do that, move forward shifting your leg in a circle, like this. Now again, this way. And move up to here. Further on, this movement will be executed in combination with punches. Let's see some variations now. It can be done like this. Step aside to dodge the attack, kick your opponent's leg, and move forward. Or you can block his kick in here and step in. But the most important thing is to concentrate your response. In front of your enemy, your first option is to move forward with a kick and a punch. You might miss hitting your opponent with your first punch, but the next attacks have to reach the target. Don't execute this technique as if you already knew it beforehand. Seek to hit the target. You must learn to adapt yourself to the movements of your opponent.
Claro, pues mañana luego voy a subir arriba a hacer... Oye, tú, ¿mira qué me has hecho con el teléfono?
Two, if the way is obstructed, stick to your opponent. Now slowly, enter, make contact. Move the other hand like this and step in.
Quieto, tranquilo. Tranquilo.
Here you learn how to stand still when a force comes to you. In that case, you absorb that force and advance. On moving forward, it is essential to take good care not to lose balance. You can stop that force with a kick, but no matter what you hit, the main thing is to learn to yield. It can be on one side or the other. You have to move your arm without raising your fist. Be ready to apply the chalk in case your opponent gets down or crouches or ducks. Stick to him even if he changes direction.
Oye, tú.
Free. Use your sensitivity, and if your opponent is stronger, yield.
Cuidado, 4-6, cabrón de mierda, me pongo. Cuidado, 4-6, cabrón de mierda.
Tranquilo, tranquilo, tranquilo.
Now slower.
Paso aquí. Y yo entro aquí.
I am here and I move in. When my opponent pushes, I withdraw until I get this position. It's the same if he comes on the other side.
Eso es. Mantén los puños, otra vez. Aquí hay que aprender.
Keep your hands in the central line in front of your body, maintaining your spine straight. Here you learn to yield, turning your body to absorb your opponent's strength so that you can use it to your own benefit. Turning your body is of paramount importance. If you don't do it properly, you can't take advantage of your opponent's strength. Make sure you turn without losing your balance. That's what this exercise is meant for.
Vamos por un lado, a una parte, a la otra parte, si se empujaría desde aquí para la otra parte, por ahí, por ahí. Por aquí dentro, ahí, por aquí fuera, ahí, por aquí.
4. If your opponent shrinks back, go after him. I move in, adapting myself to my enemy's movements.
Por un lado, por el otro lado. Lo mismo digo. Un apoyito. Vente, sigue. Sí, sigue. Bien, vente.
Vamos para ver si lo domina.
Sí, sí, ahí. Eso es. Sí. Vente. Otra por aquí. Sigue, sigue. Venga. Cambia para el otro lado. Aquí. Cambias para el otro lado. Aquí un poco. Vamos para un lado. O por aquí.
When he comes for me, I change to the other side. The constant pressure forward that I'm exerting with my fist serves me as a guide, as a feeler. Chi Sao is also useful for this matter. If he comes this way, I follow that direction. If he comes across and moves away, then I move forward. It's not a question of turning, it's a question of advancing. I only turn when he falls on me from this position. Then I need to turn. The pressure that I am exerting with my fist indicates me that if my opponent withdraws, I must go after him. If he comes for me and he is very strong, then I yield, turning to one side or the other.
Oye, tú. Oye, tú. Oye, tú. Oye, tú.
fallo tiene lo siguiente. ¿No?
Don't let your leg apart. Keep it here.
Cámara. Eso es.
Five. If you feel a strength void in your opponent, attack through it. First punch enters like this. Now, don't bother to defend. You don't defend in Wing Tsun. First concept in Wing Tsun is attacking, not defending. What will be your first movement? Alright, that is. Hands are to be moved through the center line in front of your body. Stretch out your arms.
Venga con patada, un puño solo. O venga con patada y tú te hagas un puño. Estira los puños, por favor, porque no estiras los puños, no hace nada. Estíralos, ese no está estirado. Eso es. Por aquí o por ahí. Tú que sabes por dónde va a venir. Los puños bien hechos, no estiras los puños, Carlos. Hay que estirar los puños.
You can attack on both sides. Actually, in Wing Tsun, we try not to defend at all. We enter like this. We are well protected, and if it's possible, we avoid any attack.
Y si podemos, evitamos. puede ser.
In this case, we can enter here or here. After a kick, it's very advisable not to stay on the kicking distance, because your opponent might try to attack you again. As you see, you can actually nullify any kick. You can even do this. The main thing is not to remain behind.
De la cadera para adelante. Pon la mano como el dedillo. Eso. Otra vez. Así queda bien.
Hey, tú.
The usual proceeding in these cases is much the same. You don't attempt to grab your opponent to finish him with a dislocation or a choke. Instead, you move in, protecting your body as usual, and once you come into contact with him, you feel the direction of his force. Look for a gap, control him from head to foot, and lead him wherever you want. Control. Put your hand here and control his head. Take him to the floor, checking also his knees. You do the same thing if he tries to bend his body. Don't let him come up to here. Keep him away. Make use of his strength in this direction. On the other side, check his shoulder. Now, if he wants to remove his leg, move in. If he pushes, don't stop him. Let him go. Control and feel what direction he's going.
Oye, tú.
When facing several aggressors, the most important thing is not to get into both flanks. Always try to escape using one of your enemies as a shield. At the very moment they come for you, you must decide at once in which direction you're going to move, trying to have one of them in between at all times. Now let's keep training. If you come for me, I am going to try to have your mate standing in your way, so as to obstruct any action you might undertake against me.
Tranquilo, tranquilo. ¿Eh? ¿Qué hacéis aquí? ¿Eh? ¿Qué pasa?